Oh, hi. Cooper here. So anyways, today's video is just kind of like an update video. First thing that you guys might notice is that I got red hair now. That's kind of new. I think it came out pretty damn well. It's been in my hair for a couple weeks now, and I'm actually really surprised it hasn't faded too much. Also, excuse my hair, it probably looks pretty gross because I haven't showered yet, and I was like, screw it, I want to make this video now and not wait any longer. So deal with my messy hair. So the first things I want to talk about is, uh, you know, pretty much what's going on with my channel now. As most of you noticed that's been watching my videos the last, couple weeks, notice that why is it every time I go to talk in a video, my nose just starts like getting all stuffed? Anyways, you probably noticed that I've been doing a lot of gameplay stuff, and part of that's because it's super fun to do, and I love playing video games, and a lot of people are always like, hey, you are pretty funny usually when you play video games, because I like to freak out and stuff. So they're like, you should probably just try it and see what happens. So basically, that's why I'm playing a lot of games on my channel, lately. Speaking of games that I've currently been playing off camera, I've been playing Stardew Valley a lot. I've been playing that. I've been doing a series of that, but then I also have like a side one I've mentioned a couple times during my gameplay on this channel. That I have my own thing, and oh my god, this game is just freaking amazing. I don't know if I've stressed it enough in the videos, but this game is just, oh my god, there's just so much to do. There's just so much to explore. Pretty much there's no time limit on like when you have to get certain things done. So you can basically just play at your own pace, which I find fucking amazing. And I think that's a huge strength of this game is that it's literally your own gameplay. Like no two people will probably have the same exact gameplay as each other because literally you can do whatever you want. Like if you want to mine for a whole year, you can do that, and it has zero negative effect on you. If you don't want to, talk to the villagers or whatever, you don't have to do that. Like you can literally, like you can marry them like in year 4 or 5 if you want. Like you can focus on whatever thing you want to do. Just buy it. It's $15. It's fucking worth every penny. Another game that I've been playing is The Division. Now this game, the main reason I only got this game is because my friends wanted me to get it, and they're like, "Oh, you can play with us, blah blah. It's like the new Destiny, type game, or Elder Scrolls Online. It's one of those." And the game is pretty fun. I mean, it's more fun if you play with others. It's definitely not a game you should play by yourself because it is god awful boring by yourself. um, I highly recommend if you're gonna play the Division, make sure you start at the same times as your friends. I got in the problem where everyone already had the game for like a few days before I even got it, so they were all like level 20. So I basically had to just grind on my own with random people, which is not as fun as playing with people you actually know, because you can hear them, especially if you're in like a chat with them, and you hear them talking about how much fun they're having at like level 30 and in the dark part of the game, the PvP world, and you're sitting there like fighting stupid low level things, and you have shit armor, and they have all this awesome gear. That again, another thing about the Division that I don't quite like is that the bosses are just kind of like meat shields. They're not really very unique. All the You're killing the same thing all over, like the whole game. It's just the same, bad guys that you're killing. There's no like diversity or like different types of units or anything. And usually the bosses are just like something you've already fought, but take more bullets. They're pretty much like bullet sponges, and that the game lacks there with that stuff. So I don't know. Division, it's okay. It's not like the best thing ever made. It's got a lot of flaws. I mean, it's Ubisoft, so you know, it feels like they wanted to do a lot of things with it, but they couldn't because they had to get it on a deadline. So they probably cut a lot of stuff out. So who knows? I think an update just came out or is coming out soon. So with the updates that are to come, the game may get better. But right now, I mean, it's playable. if you're not huge into shooters, it's definitely like It's an game at best. It's not nothing. I think it was way overhyped to begin with. Uh, so yeah, that's my opinion on the Division. It's good, but it's not great. I've also been playing a game that came out like last year, called Town of Salem, or Salem, however you want to pronounce it. I don't know if any of you guys have ever played it. It's basically kind of like Clue, where you have like the village people, which have different roles. Like there's investigators, policemen, or sheriff, whatever you want to call it. And then there's like the mafia. There's three mafia members that you have to try and get killed. And then there's a serial killer. And then every once in a while there'll be like a werewolf or vampire or something thrown in the mix too. So if you're into like a Clue type game, it's super fun. I mean, it pretty much it generates a random role for you before the game starts, and then like you pretty much have to like, if you're a bad guy, you have to try manipulating people into thinking you're good and like trying to get other people lynched, and then I don't know. I've been playing the crap out of it, and I still haven't gotten bored of it yet. So I don't know. It's a fun game. Again, it's one of those games. If you're into the genre of you know finding out like who's bad, who's good, blah blah blah. It's a nice social game. It's a very good social game. Most of the people in the community are very very fun to talk to, and it's really cool. Everyone's got a great sense of humor, and I definitely, if you haven't tried it out yet, which I'm sure most of you probably have, I would definitely go check out Town of Salem. And I'll be leaving links to most of the stuff that I talk about down below so you guys can check them out for yourself. So, yeah. The next thing I wanted to talk about is animation stuff, because I've been talking about it on my Twitter, and I think I might have said a couple things in videos. It's finally time for me to start doing animation things. Those of you that don't know, I have been doing voice acting for a friend of mine, Shane Chambers. His YouTube channel is Crest. I think that's how you pronounce it. But I'll put links down below for his channel as well. And he's about done with episode 6 of the series Untown, which is I'm a part of. And I voiced the character Craig. He's kind of like the annoying friend. He's like an annoying ginger character. And I don't know, it's really fun voice acting for him. So me and him have also been talking about the show itself is great. Like it's kind of like a PG South Park-ish, but with like superpowers. So I highly recommend checking that out. It's really good. I've been enjoying it, even the parts that I'm not in. A lot of the people that I've been working on are super talented, and it's getting better and better each episode. If you watch the first episode and the latest episode, there's a huge difference in quality. It's growing and growing, and it deserves way more views than it gets, and way more recognition. So hopefully, in time, people will find it and stumble upon it. But I highly recommend you to go check out Untown. Links below. And I know I'm bad at explaining things. That's why I'm doing this, trying to get better at talking for when I do my podcast things. But that's another thing I wanted to talk about was podcasts. But that's later in this little broadcast thing, whatever you want to fucking call this. Again with animation. Sorry I keep going in and out of the screen. It's just that I'm on my knees. Haha, jokes. But freaking with animation, I wanted to do, me and Crest Shane, we're working on our own little series thing. We'll be like collabing together. We'll both be doing the animations and both writing the story together. And so right now we're just kind of in the basically we're just trying to figure out the plot of the story and the characters and how they're gonna look, and we're drawing all the characters up. So I'm not sure when that will actually start being animated, but until then I'll be doing my own like little short animations, just kind of playing with it, practicing Flash. And I've also got the new Flash thing, or not Flash, but the new animation system that just came out. What's it called? OpenTunes. I just got OpenTunes, so that's another thing that I've been playing around with. OpenTunes is a little bit more complicated than Flash, so I may stick with Flash for now, and just because that's probably what we're going to animate in anyway. So I'm gonna try and learn Flash. So you'll be seeing like little like 1 minute to 2 minute, or even shorter than a minute videos like popping up on my channel here and there of me just pretty much just testing out Flash and just having fun with it. I'm sure most of you guys like animated stuff anyway, so it's gonna be more like comedy based stuff. So hopefully I make you laugh. I don't know. Another thing that I wanted to talk about was when my friend Johnny comes home. I'll be doing more like skit videos and short films because he's gonna help me with holding the camera, me holding the camera, and he'll be the actor. I don't know. I'm still working that thing out. Trying to get a couple more people to be actors so I can actually start doing like things that I've really wanted to do because I've always wanted to be a writer slash filmmaker. So basically a lot of my problem always been is that I've never had actors or like a crew or anything. So hopefully I can figure this out and figure out how to get things rolling. Uh, yeah, basically that's about it. I also have a friend, Alex. His band, NewHaven, has been kicking ass. They're trying to get in the Warp Tour. I don't know if that whole thing's done yet, but even if you can't vote for them for Warp Tour, you should definitely check out their YouTube channel and their music. Have a link down to NewHaven as well. They're kind of like I don't know what kind of genre it is. I guess kind of like, you know, those post-core bands. I'm bad with genres. Okay, I'm not a music person. I just listen to music, but it's got like it's a cool sound. It's unique. Just check them out. It's New Haven. I'll have a link down below for you guys. I think I made this video pretty long enough, so don't want to hold you guys too long. Anywho, that's all for I got. That's all I got for you guys today. I'm gonna try and get better at this talking thing. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.